Hello friendos, it's Super Limey. What I'm doing today is just a color scheme challenge. I find when I'm in a build rut that doing these kind of challenges helps me. So what I did was I just went on an online color scheme generator, and whatever scheme it produced, it was what I used. And I just built like a quick shell, and it ended up being way too big. It took me so long to do this. But I was so excited when I started doing this room. I'm like, oh, this is going to be so easy. This house is going to be nice. It's actually going to be usable. And I eat those words later, I swear. It ends up being some pretty funky color swatches. The generator I'll use, I'll link below. Also, you see I'm putting up curtains and there's no windows. What I thought was that the windows would count as like the exterior color. That way the outside matches. And what I did was, after I was done putting in the windows at the end, I just went through and made sure all the curtains line up and everything, but I had them picked out already based on the room. I love these tiny living paintings. I use them in kids' rooms all the time. Oh, and here I'm just using something to break up the walls. I was using these carpets. It's just sized up. And later, when I'm doing another room, I find a carpet I like better, and I ended up using that one. So I switched it out because I couldn't resist. I thought it matched the color scheme too well to not be in there. Even though I did like what I did here, but I think it ended up better anyways. And then here I'm just like all placing to make the things look a little closer together. So when I got this color scheme, I started doing a taller room with that light green. But my thing was, it was hard to I was thinking, I can't really bring in like these other colors properly with the light green. Like, I can accent this color with the light green, but the light green, when I did that whole kind of minty vibe, it was too hard to mix in all the other colors without it being disjointed. This way I could just lightly add that like green in and out in places. And I'm not the biggest fan of how this room turned out, but it's just like supposed to be like a little kid's room anyway. I'm sure you could change it so it was like for teenager and adult or whatever, but I thought it was perfect anyway because the kid's desk and kid's toy box matched the exact colors I had to go with it. So then I got this bathroom next, and it was a very 70s color scheme. I really liked it actually because it just reminded me of my grandma's house. She used to have like a pinky purple bathroom, and then I also used to live in a house that had like a gaudy orange floor in the bathroom. So it was just kind of fun. And I tried to make it like workable, not too outrageous. I'm glad that I really led with the orange here and not the green, because you'll see a theme of me getting green color swatches all the time. And then there was tan. So I got this seam, and I know I just kind of jumped to it, but this would make a really great master bedroom. Like, I'm going to make the master bedroom now. I originally planned to put it downstairs, but as soon as I got that color scheme, I'm like, well, I got a nice color scheme, so I'm going to use the nice color scheme for the bedroom, just put it up here for now. Which worked out because I attached a bathroom here anyway, and the one downstairs didn't have an attached bath. I do like, I got to use the movie hangout stuff cabinet. I don't get to use it very often, unless I'm doing a really crazy colored house, like with fun rooms, and I love that pack. Movie hangout stuff, if it's your vibe, the crazy colors and everything is really fun to use, especially like making very different aesthetic rooms. It wouldn't be usable for everyone. I wouldn't suggest it. I do have quite a bit of the packs. This house is kind of pack crazy because I didn't want to limit myself when I was doing it. I thought, like, I'm already limiting myself to certain colors, and so I was not going to limit myself to packs. I got that color scheme, and basically I didn't want to like move downstairs, so what I was doing was like, okay, well, I have the bathroom left, and I got the hallway left. I guess that I'll use this for the bathroom, because I was like, maybe there's a chance I'll get a good color for the hallway. You'll see the hallway. I do add the doors after, so I did the doors to match the hallway because all the rooms lead into the hallway anyway. Oh yeah, the hallway color scheme coming right up here. Did anyone say teal and turquoise? when I saw that, I was just like, no! Because I was like, this house is okay. It's okay. Like, the bathrooms can be terrible. The bathrooms can be not okay. And then I got that for the hallway. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. One thing I was thinking is that I'll go back later and maybe just change everything to livable colors. Because I was like, as it is right now, there's a lot of green. Like, I feel like every room that I've done so far, especially, you can see, like, lots of green. Besides the bathroom had, like, blue, and the master bedroom didn't. But, yeah. Oh, and that pattern curtain that's on the one wall, I didn't end up using that curtain. I got rid of it. I couldn't take it. I don't know. The thing that's fun about something like this is that you realize there's a lot of different color swatches that you just kind of never noticed before. And when you're doing it like this, it just kind of opens up to, like, new objects and stuff, like things I didn't even realize were in the game, especially because I do have so many of the packs, because that's what I do. I play Sims, so I just invest all my money into Sims when I have extra. But, like, I didn't even know, like, the Jungle Avenger tables came with the stuff in the matching Parenthood mirror. I didn't realize, like, how much of this stuff actually matched. If you're wondering why I have green stairs, I just put those down so that I knew where the stairwell would go when I was doing the floor plan. Because those are just the base game stairs, and I picked the one that would have the most swatches. And because it was green, it ended up working out anyway, and I didn't even have to change it. But, you know, and then I go down to, like, this floor. Again, there's a green. I realized I made a mistake, that I didn't separate the kitchen and the living room. So I was like, the kitchen and the living room have to be the same color scheme then. So I ended up having to use the same pattern for everything here. Which, it doesn't end up terrible. The thing is that dark, blacky gray color, I end up, if you see the floor, I used for a light gray. And I did kind of stretch it and use light gray because I was so sick of the green. I'm sorry if you're seeing, like, it jump around a little bit. I had some issues with my editing software, and I'm just a little rusty anyway. So the next videos I have edited are actually better and cleaner cut. This one, I've gone through it so many times, and I keep seeing these little mistakes again and again, and I can't keep going back and re-recording, so it's just like, I'm just gonna leave it at this point. I did end up using the Parenthood counters because it was that greeny blue color. And again, I was like, oh, I'll use the yellow fridge, and I'm like, no, wait, I had that dark gray, I'll use that dark gray to make this. I actually do like how the kitchen turned out. I think I would just change the wood color and make it a little more livable. Again, like I said, I was thinking about just going back and, like, making it more livable colors, because I feel like unless you really love your entire house being green, this is probably not it. And some of the things I feel like are a little bit too extra. I don't know, it'd be nice to have, like, one neutral room. And it's not that I don't love green. I have, like, green in my house, but it was just too much at this point. And again, stretching it a little bit. There's some green on the tile, and it's kind of gray. But I really actually like how the kitchen turned out, and I feel like I did kind of separate it from the living room. I didn't want it to be so matchy-matchy, so I kind of did this to work them together while not being together. So this room, you see that tiny little tan strip at the bottom? That's actually another color. So I used that tan as the main focus in this room, and of course, the screenshot I took, it didn't turn out properly, and I cut it off. I probably could have just gone back and stretched it out. But you saw all the green, and I was like, I'm not doing another fully green room. So my plan was to use the tan and do a lot of green accents. And if you see at the end of this, I was just kind of over this room, but there's not a ton of green accents. I do go back and add a ton more. Well, not a ton more. I had some more plants and stuff and, like, a couple extra pictures. After it's done, you'll see it in the screenshot. It just, like, looks a little more. And for that magenta color, purpley color, I was like, I'm just using these flowers. I'm not putting in anything else. I do go all out on a lot of the other rooms, but I think at this point I was getting my burnout. Oh, and the room beside it that I have to do, that was supposed to be the original master bedroom, and then that's when I did the master bedroom upstairs, which, thank God, because you see that color palette that I got. And I was like, well, and then my next thought was, oh, I'll make this like an office or something. And then I'm like, I got that color palette, and I'm like, that's a toddler's room if I've ever seen it. toddler with like toys. I figured it could be like toddler playroom. Like if you didn't want to have toddlers in this house, you can just, change it into a playroom. I'm probably gonna actually play with this house and just change all the colors up, and I'll upload that probably too after. But yeah, again, I had green in this one, and I add a little bit of green later. I do like green carpet and a couple little green accents, but I was just everything was green. And those lights, I know they're uneven, and it drives me nuts. I have to go back and fix that, see the green tree. Also, I find the Sims with green, they don't have, like, a lot of that vibrant green. Oh, cotton candy bathroom. I actually got to use the bright pink magenta shower from Parenthood. I've never gotten to use that. So, I went through and used that one. Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, but with the green, I find like they have like this muted green, and then like they don't really have like a lot of other options. Like some is pastel. So here you're seeing my color swatches. I got like tan and blue, and I thought that would be perfect with what I was visioning this house to look like. Kind of like a blue suburban. You can see how huge this house is. I shouldn't have made it this big, but. And then I use the pink I do for a lot of the flowers and some of the accents, like the chairs and stuff. It's nothing too crazy because it's pastel, so you barely can even tell anyway. But yeah, I used almost all cats and dogs for like the windows and doors and everything. I think they're all cats and dogs, and I used a cats and dogs fence because they all had the matching swatch, so it's like, perfect, I'll just go with that. And I think I did a pretty good job remembering where all the windows are. I went back and fixed them all anyway, just in case. But now they're just being all placed. So I think I had to move that taller window so it's a little bit off to line up properly, but it looks fine. Again, I forgot I did a roof here. Yeah, again, another cats and dogs door. I did the backyard. It does end up having a pool. This house, I don't think it was crazy expensive. I'm trying to think now. I want to say it was around $60,000, but you know what? It could probably be like around 100. I'm not quite sure. Honestly, though, when I've done family gameplay, I can usually get around 100 pretty decently quick. Or you can just cheat and move right in. My thing with this, though, is like, I haven't been doing gameplay for The Sims 4. I don't do it that often. I pretty much almost exclusively build now, which is weird because the previous games I used to always end up doing gameplay, and nowadays I only build. I think because The Sims 4, their building is exquisite. It's the best building we've ever had in game. You can fight me on that. I don't care. It's so streamlined and easier compared to the other games, but the gameplay is where it's lacking, where the other games have the gameplay. I think my like Omega though is like Sims 2. I love Sims 2. I played that so much. I don't even know. I would love to know how many hours I had on it. I would play it like every waking moment I had. Oh yeah, see you tying in the pink furniture there. But yeah, Sims 2, oh my god, Sims 2 University. Discovery University wasn't that bad, but I feel like Sims 2 University was like where it was at. People say Sims 3 University. I didn't play a ton of Sims 3. I know it sounds like blasphemy. I was never super into Sims 3. I tried a lot. I love The Sims. I think because I didn't have a computer that could run it properly. But I didn't really like it. I liked the cast. I used to be a huge cast person. I really liked the cast on it, but now we've got like the detail edit on here. The only thing is I don't like a lot of like the base game hair. They really needed to work on that. Just about done here. Screenshots.